Hmm. So, so
Yeah,
you've
I
seen The
saw. It was a
Hobbit,
great
huh?
movie.
Is it open ended? Like, are they really doing it in parts like the
Yeah, they're doing it in
Lord of
parts
the
like Lord of the
Rings?
Rings. Like I said, when I
Hmm.
first saw it, I was thinking to myself, God, this better not be the fucking Star Wars prequels all over again. Surprisingly enough, it wasn't. Oh, another thing. This is another thing I just want to bring up. I could seriously see Doug doing a rant on the original Star Wars films and claiming the prequels were better. I could see it. I could just see him bashing the original trilogy, saying it's a dull, stupid film, and the prequels are just superior. It's like I would just be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let the Star Wars fans take you on, kick your ass because I'm not gonna bother. They're gonna whoop your ass, and I'm gonna laugh, and it's gonna be fucking awesome.
maybe maybe he's the Bizarro of this reality. He likes the stuff that everybody hates, but hates the stuff that we
Yeah,
like.
but then again, everyone hates different things. I think Napoleon Dynamite is absolute crap, and yet people like that film for whatever fucking reason. That makes no sense why people like that film. Some people like Michael Moore shit. I can't figure out why you would like Michael Moore shit when his documentaries are so bullshitly one sided that it's obvious, but some people like his films.
Hmm. Or you could be like Storm thinking, just go with whatever is popular, and then when it becomes unpopular, you go
Oh,
with
like
the other
Dragon Ball
route.
Evolution?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I love that film. You guys need to give it a chance. If you're a real Dragon Ball fan, you'll go see it. Blah blah blah. 2 years later, I'm the one to admit that the film is so bad it's good. Oh yeah, not a contradiction there at all. Storm thinks, nope.
Oh my fucking god, they are making a sequel. You remember that movie, The Huntsman and Snow White, that came out last year? That came out this year for summer?
The guy, let's see, starring Bella
Yeah, they're making
Swan
a
and
sequel.
Thor.
What the hell can you
What?
make a sequel from this film? My god, are you just asking for all. Are you
Is
just.
I never even saw the film.
Oh, yeah, they
Were
were
there any
dwarves.
dwarves in there?
They weren't really that entertaining and they were kind of dull. In fact, I'll call the dwarves wood stumps because that's what they were, really. There was nothing unique about the dwarves, but they were there. I can't figure out what the fuck you would do with a sequel, though, for Snow White. I mean, the first film was fine on its own. You don't need a sequel. Oh, wait, I'm talking about Hollywood. They love to rape out sequels every chance they get for a film that sells.
Let me guess. There's another evil
If there is,
stepmother.
I'm going to be like, what? How does this make sense, you fucking film?
Wait. Don't tell me. I got this. I got this. Uh, the a sister of the step of the evil mother that got killed is stepping in to avenge her sister. I have to go after Snow White, the fairest of them all, because she killed my sister. Revenge.
You know what would be funny?
There you go.
If it's a fucking Terminator. Dun dun dun. Dun.
Uh, Chris
Snow White,
Walken.
I am here to destroy you. I am here to change the future and take you out now. You are. Why? Because you are going to cause absolute chaos to the planet. Because Skynet needs you to be destroyed.
What's Skynet?
I will say this about the first Huntsman film: Kristen Stewart actually did a good job in that film. She acted.
Oh, so she wasn't bland. She wasn't stammering. She wasn't
Not
dependent on her
nearly as bad as
looks.
she is in other films. This one, she actually did try, at least. She tried putting an effort forth, which was stunning. I was like, wow, she's actually acting. This is a miracle.
Well, I will say one good thing about her. She certainly kicked ass in the action sequences from Breaking Dawn Part Two. She's
I did
good with
not see her
action.
in Breaking Dawn Part Two.
I only downloaded it, then or deleted it after I saw it. So
Last movie let's see. Oh, I did. Like I saw Hobbit. I did watch. I finally saw Wally.
I haven't seen that
It's
film.
actually I'm not a big fan of Pixar films, to be completely honest. I'm kind of one of those people who's like Pixar films have always been like, just don't care. I didn't care too much for Pixar films, so this one I decided to watch. It is a good film. It's because it doesn't like for a lot of this film they don't there's no real dialogue. It's just these two characters that are just communicating through other ways. It's actually it's very nice to see, and the music really fits in well. It's like kind of watching Fantasia to a sense. It's like watching Fantasia. It works really well. One thing I kind of got annoyed with was that when they got to the people in space, everyone is fucking fat, like huge. Yeah,
Like
it's
bigger
like
than
they look like Jabba
Snake
the
Huge.
fucking Hut. It's like, wow, I'm to the extent a little offended that you think so little of humanity in this film, because there's no way in hell humans would ever. Some humans would never do what they would do in this film. I'm just like, no. And of course, you have a villain that's just not like he. There is a villain. The computer. There's a computer in this film that's a villain, but you don't really get a sense of like he's really got a main purpose for being a villain. He's just kind of the villain to be the villain, which is something Pixar does a lot in
Uh,
their films. They'll just throw a random villain in there, and it's just like, okay, yeah, you threw in the random villain in.
the only thing that could draw me into that film was would be uh, the video game characters like
Oh no, that's Wreck-It
Bison
Ralph.
and oh wait,
Wally.
what film were you talking about before? Oh, Wally. Oops. Speaking of video game films, I heard they're going to make a Uncharted film,
If they
or
do,
they're
they really
attempting
should have
to.
Nolan North playing the main lead. He looks so much like Nathan Drake. It's not even. It's like just make him the main character.
Wait, are you saying that the character is modeled
Yeah, he
after
looks just
the
like him. If you
voice
really
actor?
look, it's like wow. But I have heard about that, and you're gonna be pissed who they're thinking of playing for for Nathan Drake.
I think I got a good idea
Take a
who
guess. Who
they're
is
going
it?
to pick.
Yep, and
Marky
I was
Mark,
just like,
Mark
what the hell
Wahlberg.
are you using Mark Wahlberg for? He's not a bad actor, but he cannot play Nathan Drake.
It's like first the Transformers, then before that, there was a what was it, Max Payne. It's like they're going out of the woodwork. It's like whenever it comes to a video game, they gotta go
Well, the thing
straight to
with Mark
Mark.
Wahlberg, if he's doing
They
a
want
cop film, like one of those cop type films, he's pretty good. If he's doing a fucking if he's doing something like Max Payne, which to an extent he wasn't bad. Granted, he's nowhere near the level of the voice actor who did Max Payne, but he's still pretty good for what he is. He can work that. He does a great job with cop dramas. That's what he's really good at with is cop dramas. That's where he's at his best. He's at his worst when he's trying to do an action role, though. When he's really trying to be like more an action actor, then he's just not very good.
if you ask me, he overdoes it with the tough guy roles. But that's just me. Like he's way over the top. But he's decent with comedy films. I liked him in the other guys. I hope they do a sequel. Yeah, Will Ferrell, bring back Gator.
Will Ferrell, oh, that guy really cannot act.
Yeah, yeah. There's only two films I like Will Ferrell in: Elf and the other guys. Everything else is just complete crap with him.
Will Ferrell. The thing with Will Ferrell is like he's only good in when he's doing comedy.
But even that goes, it gets rather stale. It's like Adam Sandler playing the guy with the bad temper. It, it's just recycling the same character, only changing the name. Do something different,
Mm.
Adam.
But there's certain actors I really do like. Carl Urban's always good at what he does. What else? Bruce Campbell. He's freaking like the best actor in Hollywood. There's a few more too who I really like. Um, Susan Sarandon. She's a hit and miss. Sean Penn's just fucking annoying whenever he does. He, it's like, okay, Sean Penn,
True.
sure, yeah, sure, you can do this role. I don't care. You fucking cry. His roles consist of him crying or doing. I don't want to bring politics up, but he does a lot of very far left stuff and just drives me nuts with him.
Uh, oh yeah, and I heard Expendables 3 is confirmed, and Jackie Chan is finally on the roster. He's finally going to be
Expendables 3. Who
in
the
the film.
fuck are they? Okay, most of these guys are in their 60s. What the hell are they gonna do? The Expendables goes to Mars or shit? I have no clue how this is gonna work. Granted, they all look great. They looked really good in Expendables 2.
Oh yeah, it's like by far. I mean, the greatest moments were the the one-liners. Doing the callbacks to the old series, like Terry Crews telling to Arnold Schwarzenegger, "If I don't get this back, you're
This
trouble."
is one thing. One thing I thought was funny was when they bought Chuck Norris. In. Did you see the Chuck? Do you remember the Chuck Norris shit?
Oh yeah, that was the pure gold moments right there. It's like the the uh, the snake the snake comment was my favorite. It was like, well, I was bit by a snake once, and after 3 days of excruciating pain, the snake finally died.
It's Chuck Norris. It's like it doesn't surprise me with his jokes, but no, this is the thing about him. Unless you live in the U.S. or Canada, you're not gonna understand those jokes at all.
Yeah, it's like Chuck Norris doesn't feel pain. He causes or pain uh, welcomes
Yeah.
itself, or the jokes where
Chuck Norris. It's just like he looked great in that film. I'm gonna be honest. Chuck Norris looked amazing in Expendables too. I mean, he looked like he was in his 50s.
he probably is. He's
Actually,
probably
no,
in
he's
his
in
mid
his
sixties.
70s.
I know. St- oh,
Yeah, I was
he
like,
still looks kicking
wow, he
ass.
looks good. Well,
And Stallone.
Stallone, I honestly think it's steroids with him. I do not believe he did that naturally. I think it's steroids.
And there's a wait. What's that guy's name? That one that was in Dread. The guy
The
that
new,
played Judge Dredd. I
which
can't
one? The new one or the old one?
remember his name.
Oh, that was Carl Urban.
The new one. Yeah, it's like he was in a he was in Red. I had no idea that was him. And I got that on Blu-ray just strictly because of Bruce Willis. And then I see him in there. It's like, oh right, it's the guy from the Dread reboot. And he has this big epic fight with Willis in the office. He goes, "Bad move, Grandpa." And he goes to town on him, and you hear the song "Back on the Saddle" again.